Hello, everyone. I'm Grant Cohn. This is Anthony Janna, the All 49ers Australian correspondent. He made his debut last week, and what we talked about was Kyle Shanahan. He's been DMing me for months, and his point was, look, all you Niner analysts in America have it all wrong. You're arguing, is it Nick Mullen's fault? Is it Mike McGlinchey's fault? No, it's Kyle's fault. It's a turnover issue, and he can reduce them. And we talked all about it. And you sort of gave us Niner analysts and fans, not that I'm a fan, the fans out there, a new way to look at this team. And everyone on my site's been doing it. Everyone's been holding him accountable. And guess what? He rose to the occasion. The Niners only turned the ball over once and they win. They beat a fairly good team. And so now we gotta bring you back on. And the question is, were we too hard on Kyle Shanahan, or were we just hard enough?
All right. I was definitely too hard on Kyle. I've got a lady. She's a founder of a tech company, and that I correspond with. She's stuck in Europe at the moment, but and she made the point. She actually normally I'm the one giving her the suggestions and everything on her business, but on this occasion, she said, "Oh, I watched your video, and I think you were too hard on Kyle. You need to look back on that and consider yourself." So I'd like to apologise to Kyle, and that is genuine. I'll tell you a quick story. When Harbaugh finished up, and Colin Kaepernick, who I absolutely loved as a quarterback because he was electric. That was the reason. Yes. Yeah. So I loved it. Then you had Jared Hayne come in, an Aussie. I absolutely loved that. But I thought the coaching kind of ruined his career a little bit. I thought he had huge potential. So then I sort of stopped watching it for a little while because I was like, okay, I'll focus on work and stuff. I'm just going to leave it. And then Kyle Shanahan came along. Mm-hmm. So
he resparked your interest and intrigue and passion.
Yes, even in that first 2 years, when we're losing this, that. But I don't look at win-losing. That doesn't bother me. I look at the more intricacies of the game, and they talk about his win-loss, but I don't count his first 2 years.
Fair enough.
The loss ratio in his first 2 years, I discount that entirely because he's coming into a bad team. A coach needs time to build that team,
and he built it the right way. He wasn't trying to fix it in 1 year. He admitted that. He was transparent about that. Give me time, and he did it.
So
he did it. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry.
Did I lose you? Uh-oh. Nah, I lost you. See, we're trying to do the technology from halfway across the world, and you get some technical difficulties. So what I'm going to do is kick him out, and he'll come back in, and then we'll pick it up from there. But we're going to end up doing, I think, is go through about 10 plays from the game and show how Kyle Shanahan was on it, how he did a great job, and basically followed all of our constructive criticism and suggestions from last week and did the best he could. So I don't know what happened there, but Anthony, when he comes back, we'll get into the film. We're going to have a little bit of a film breakdown. And when Jack and I do the film, it's much more of the design of the plays, the execution of the players. When Anthony and I go through it, it's just, risk assessment analysis. Did Kyle make the right choice here from a risk assessment analysis perspective? I'll answer some questions while we wait for Anthony to come back on. Hold on, let me DM Anthony because he's probably like over in Australia, being like, "Oh my God, what do I do? What's happening?" Log back in. That's my advice for Anthony. Log back in. Let me email him that. David Icky says, "Follow our advice, Grant. I've been reading your musings since 2011. Love you, man. I always follow your advice. All I do." Supreme God said, "Come on, Grant." Hey, I'm the one. My feed is working. Anthony's fell apart. I don't know what to tell you. He's having technical difficulties, but I can take questions. Oh, man, this is embarrassing. Oh, well. I think you guys forgot John Lynch's New Year's resolution. What would John Lynch's New Year's resolution be? What do you think? Stop drafting people who are injured. Denelson says Grant is such a cutie. Thank you. How we lost him. This might be a failure of a show. I mean, it sounds like he's not going to be able to come back in. I don't know. Let's see. Not working? Question mark? Man. Uh-oh. Kyle isn't great. He's carried by Salah and Jittery. I don't know. It is interesting that Kyle Shanahan has been carried by his defense for the last 2 years. And it is interesting that his quarterbacks haven't improved and his offensive line hasn't improved. He has areas where he can continue to improve. But game management was one of them. I mean, game management has been an issue for him. I guess it's an issue for Andy Reid as well. But he showed big strides in game management in this game. Didn't give himself an early deficit to work through. Dang. I don't know what to tell you, Anthony. Hold on. Let me call him. Live from... I'm going to call Anthony right now. See what he does. I'm going to see if I can call him straight. Does it cost extra money to call Australia? Are they going to charge me for that? Oh, well, I'm rich. Doesn't matter. I'm going to call this guy. It's like calling my dad. Yes, restart your computer. Hold on. What happened? What happened? Windows update. Okay. How much time do you want me to kill? Okay, look, I'm going to tell him that we're going to reconvene a little later, okay? Okay, all right. It's all right. It happens. Don't worry about it. All right, I'll talk to you later. It's okay. Maybe 10 minutes or so? Okay, all right, all right. All right, sounds good. All right, bye. Okay, so he hit the Windows update button, and now they're doing a Windows update on his laptop or something. That's hella funny to me. All right, look, should I just leave? Should we come back in 15 minutes or should we just talk? I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Michael Mock says, Jimmy G, new school fans with instant gratification want to switch up with a bad season right after the Super Bowl. All good things take time. Be patient. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm not a big Jimmy G fan, man. Maybe you haven't seen my channel before, but I'm not really big into Jimmy G. It seems to me what Kyle Shanahan should be looking for is a quarterback who can like operate when he's dropping back and not, no play action, no RPO, just straight drop back. Because according to Football Outsiders, who tracks this stuff on straight 5-step and 7-step dropbacks last season, 2019, that was Jimmy's great year. He was the lowest EPA of any quarterback in the league, straight dropbacks, and the lowest success rate. He's like a negative EPA and a success rate of like 30%. So when Shanahan privately feels like, look, I prop up this guy, all of his numbers are manufactured by me. That's what he's talking about. Like a coach isn't going to manufacture throws from a straight drop back. You can put together a progression, but ultimately the defense knows you're passing. You got to go through your reads, read the defense. It's not like you got play action and you get all these linebackers to jump the wrong direction. You have wide open receivers. It's not that. I mean, Shanahan can give those openings to any quarterback. He can give them to CJ. He can give them to Nick. He can give them to Jimmy. But what he can't do is help a quarterback when they're down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Say, hey, forget the run game, forget play action. All we can do is drop back and pass. Can you do it? That's a great quarterback. And that's what Jimmy can't do. He can't. And he needs to. If you're getting paid $27 million a year, you need to be able to do that. Because eventually, every year that you're on the team, you're taking money away from from free agents who are leaving and going elsewhere. And your supporting cast is getting worse and worse. The depth is getting worse and worse. So you become more and more of the engine of the team, not just a peripheral guy who's handing off and making plays here and there, making 2 or 3 throws a game. No. You're the guy. You're everything. And I don't think he can do it. Just the numbers have shown he can't do it. He was a vestigial piece. He was 6 completions in the NFC Championship game. He's just not the engine of the offense. Anyway, let's keep going. Anthony will be back eventually. I think. Let's see. Mark Salas. Thank you, Mark, for the $5 donation. I appreciate you. Tony, here's $5 toward your new vape pen so you can hang with the other teenagers in the parking lot with your Toyota 86. Buy an M2351. I actually quit smoking cigarettes, so please don't give me that. Toyota 86 seems pretty cool. My dad had a Toyota RSX, and it seems kind of like the same except a back wheel drive. I mean, someone suggested the Supra. That looks like one hell of a car, but I'm not going to spend $50,000 on a car yet. Maybe one day. I don't know what an M235i is, but I'll look it up. I know nothing about cars. I've been reading Edmunds a lot recently, which is a lot of fun. What can we get back in this draft after trading down, Mark? Thank you. You basically spent $10 to ask that question. So let me give you a $10 answer. What can we get back in this draft after trading down? Well, it seems to me that trading down is the move. I wouldn't take Trey Lance with the top 20 pick, and it doesn't seem like Kyle Trask is going to go in the top 20. And I wouldn't take Justin Fields with a top 20 pick, and Zach Wilson is probably going to be the second pick in the draft. So, yeah, why not trade down? Take a quarterback in the 20s, whoever you like, and get an extra pick. If you trade down from 15 to, and what I would do is I wouldn't trade straight down. Trade down from 15 to 18 or 19, and trade down from 19 to 22, and then trade down from 22 to 26. You could trade down 3 times, or you could trade down twice in increments and just pick up extra middle round picks along the way. That's what I would do. Because this team needs a quarterback and a center and a guard and a tackle and an edge rusher and a corner and a safety. Other than that, yeah, all of that. So trade down, get as many picks as possible. Remember, Kyle wanted Kirk Cousins. Jimmy is better. I don't know, man. Where is Jimmy? What happened to Jimmy this? I mean, in 2018, he tore his ACL. This year, he had a high ankle sprain. Played 2 games. What did he play? 6 games? Where was he? I don't understand, man. I grew up in the era of Brett Favre and guys who just, you have to kill him to keep him off the field. This guy's like, I don't know. I'm not 100%. I'm sorry. I just can't play. Okay, well, CJ, strap it up. I don't get it. We need to give McGlinchey an opposing team jersey. Yes. Would that make him better? If you just gave him the jersey of an opposing team, would he all of a sudden be more dangerous? Would he be better? Would he help the 49ers if he thought he was hurting them? Maybe that's the key for Mike McGlinchey. Give him an opposing team's jersey and say, you're on their team now. And all of a sudden he starts helping the 49ers in all kind of different ways. Makes sense. Maybe the reason the 49ers always believed in Solomon Thomas is he would just give Mike McGlinchey the business in practice. Maybe the reason the Niners thought Cassius Marsh was really good is because he killed Mike McGlinchey in practice. Actually, that's true. I don't know if you've been watching this YouTube channel since its inception, then you know that I actually started this YouTube channel just to make videos of Mike McGlinchey. I couldn't stand that draft pick in 2018. So I started a YouTube channel just to post the videos of his one-on-one battles against Cassius Marsh in training camp. I post them every day. They lasted on there for about a year, and then eventually the Niners told me that there's a new policy saying I had to take them all down or something. So I took them down. They don't exist anymore. But that's why I started the YouTube. That's why my life has changed. Basically, Mike McGlinchey is the reason that I'm on YouTube. And Cassius Marsh used to just make this guy look goofy. And I was thinking, yeah, I mean, if I can see why the Niners like Cassius Marsh, because they must think highly of Mike McGlinchey, and this guy makes Mike McGlinchey look like a total stiff. That being said, in hindsight, it's just that Mike McGlinchey is a total stiff. So that's how they got those two evaluations wrong, Anyway, what if Surtain is there? I wouldn't trade down. There's a lot of really good corners in this draft. J.C. Horn from South Carolina. There's a lot of really good corners in this draft. I think you could trade down from 15 to 22, 23 and pick up a couple more picks in the top 60. Get everything you need. That's all I'm saying. Man, really, this guy really did a Windows update right during the show. I don't know, man. I think he's fired. He might have to be fired. I don't know. I'm cutthroat. I've never fired someone from an unpaid gig before, but I might start. I might fly all the way to Australia just to tell him, you know what? You're cut. You're out. Sorry, buddy. Why do people use the Jimmy was injured excuse when he played so poorly while healthy against AZ week 1? And don't people want a reliable starter? Yeah, like, don't you want a starter who stays healthy? All I see with Jimmy is a guy who's kind of brittle and a guy who can't avoid hits. He doesn't do a great job of protecting himself, and he doesn't do a great job of absorbing the blows. I mean, I don't know. It's not 7-on-7 football. He throws a nice ball when he's healthy, but it's 11-on-11. You have to deal with the violence of the game, and he doesn't seem to do it very well. He didn't prove that part of his game in New England. He started 2 games in New England and got hurt in the second one. His tenure in New England was a lot like his tenure here this season, except he played well there. I don't know, man. Yes, the Niners, if you listen to Kyle, he basically was like, yeah, we win with Jimmy. It's because Jimmy's a starting caliber quarterback. That's the nicest thing he could say about Jimmy. Have you ever noticed that? The nicest thing he says about Jimmy is he's a starter in the NFL. And that's Kyle basically saying, like, look, I'm really good. All you got to give me is a starting caliber quarterback and I win. The reason I've been losing is because I haven't had starting caliber quarterbacks here, which is on him. But that's what he's saying. It's not a real backing of Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like, if we can find another option, and there's probably a million better options, and yeah, that's the way I see it. I just don't think he's really looked at hard at the options out there. He's coaching a team. Is Jimmy clutch or not? I mean, no. No. Absolutely not, dude. His clutchness is way overstated. His clutchness comes from the throw in New Orleans last year, which was it was 4th and 1. He threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage to George Kittle, and George Kittle broke 8 tackles. That was Kittle's play. And then the 2 throws he made against the Rams, they were wide open. So that's his legacy. In games that were like real pressures on, like the Super Bowl, no, he was not clutch. He crumbled. And that's why he's going to be replaced eventually. So no, I don't think he's clutch. No. But the real problem isn't that he's not clutch, it's that he's not that good. He's just not that good. He's serviceable. That's like my wife telling me to continue to be together unless I find an upgrade. She's like, yeah, no promises. I can't say what the future will hold. And I'm always going to be looking around, but yeah, you're my husband for now. That's what Kyle said about Jimmy yesterday. Yeah, no promises. Can't tell you what the future holds. Always going to be looking around, but we technically are together now. It's like, oh, great. Let's go for a walk. Let's hold hands. Let's go to a movie. I don't think so. I don't think so. Kyle Shanahan, the thing I really like about him is he can't really lie. He's like Jim Carrey from no, you know, do you remember that? Here's who he is. I think it was from Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me. It was Will Ferrell's little cameo. And I kind of giggle at Will Ferrell cameos. Will Ferrell movies are too much Will Ferrell, but Will Ferrell cameos are all right. And he was that one character where he would tell you the truth if you asked him 3 times. If you asked him first, like, who are you working for? He wouldn't say, go to hell. Who are you working for? Shut it up. You rear end. And he'd be like, you tell me right now who you're working for. Okay, I'll tell you I work for Dr. Evil. And then all you had to do was just ask him 3 times. And then he just got bored by the charade of it and he just gives in. That's Kyle Shanahan. You'd be like, Kyle, is Jimmy going to be your quarterback next year? He'll be like, yes, I believe so. And then end it there. You'd be like, Kyle, are you certain that he's going to be your quarterback next year? And he'll just like, and launch into it and just give everything. And it's like, all right, well, thanks. It's the 3 rule. Except for Kyle, it's basically 2. And sometimes it's just 1. He just can't bear to not tell the truth. It's like beneath him. I don't know what it is. I like it, though, as a journalist. I really do like it. Jittery takes our team 4-12 to the Super Bowl. As soon as Jittery joined our team, we started winning. You can't guarantee healthiness. You're the one who calls him Jittery. Why would you want a quarterback that you call Jittery? Niner bot. Are you a real person? Am I arguing with someone who's not real and giving me money? Are there bots who pay me? I like that. If that's the case, then geez. I gotta figure out that. But yeah, but I think what Kyle is saying is, yeah, Jimmy is the one starting caliber quarterback who's played here since Kyle's been the head coach. That's his point. Do you agree with him? Brian Hoyer, CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins, Jimmy Garoppolo. So you're comparing Jimmy to other backups. What does that say? The only thing Kyle says, yeah, he's a starter in the NFL. He doesn't say he's a starter he wants. He's the best quarterback on the team. He's a starter. Yeah. Will we looking for a better starter? Yeah. Can they get a better starter? Probably. Now, the thing that I'm wondering is, what's Trask's NFL comparison? To me, I see Peyton Manning. I know it's ridiculous. Peyton Manning's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But I honestly believe if Peyton Manning was in the 1998 NFL draft. And back then, teams were looking for quarterbacks like Trask and Manning, guys who won from the pocket. Now, that's not good enough. In fact, that's what they're not looking for. If you're a pocket quarterback, you're not going to make it, and your game's not going to translate. If Peyton Manning were 25 years younger, 22 years younger, and coming out of college today, leaving Tennessee today with the numbers he put up 22 years ago, people be like, oh, man, it's not going to translate. Sorry, Peyton, loved your dad. It's just not going to translate. He'd be like a late first-round pick. I still think Peyton Manning would be pretty good in the NFL today. I still think he would work. I think people are going a little overboard on the need for a mobile quarterback. Yeah, you want a mobile quarterback. Are you telling me that Peyton Manning his game would not translate to 2020? Like, come on. And Peyton, he wasn't mobile at all. Kyle Trask can move better than him. He didn't have the strongest arm. He was just one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He just had vision. He was smart. He was tough. He had pocket movement. The things that used to matter, I don't know. So when I see him, when I watch the way he steps up in the pocket, the way he works from the shotgun, his stature, his over-the-top release, the way how aggressive he is down the seams, I see Peyton Manning. I think he's going to be better than Eli Manning. What? Who's calling me? Hold on, it's my dad. Hello? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Hold on. I'm live right now. Let me call you back. But this is always cute to do this. Yeah, I'll call you back in like 20 minutes. All right, love you. That was my dad. He wanted to say that we did a good job today. I told you, he always calls me. We talk throughout the day about how wonderful we are. So that was him. He didn't know we're live. I don't think Anthony's coming back, but I think it's okay. I'll just ramble, and then I'll tell him the bad news. He's been fired. Anthony did a really good job. We made it through 1 1/4. He's the Jimmy Garoppolo of of analysts on my channel. You know, week 1 made it through. Week 2, you're seeing, you know, he's gonna improve on week 1. He's gonna take strides. Boom, injured, gone. Before the first quarter's over. Dang, you know, football, it's a contact sport. It happens fast. It happens fast. Best Gator quarterback, Rex Grossman. Grant, you got to acknowledge the fact that I got Grant Cohn socks for Christmas. What do you mean you got Grant Cohn socks for Christmas? What's a Grant Cohn sock? Do I make socks? Is my face on them? Everyone who's saying LOL Peyton Manning, please don't remind me. Like, hey, when Kyle Trask never starts a game in the NFL and is a huge flop, can you just ignore, like, forget that I said that he reminds me of Peyton Manning? Just forget that, please. And if he is good, give me my props. I want it both ways. That's how it works in sports journalism. You talking about socks customized with your face? Can you show me a picture? Oh my God, can I see this? DM me. Grant had merch? Dude, I don't have socks, but if you made socks, then you owe me, and I'm suing you. That's my face. That's my likeness. Are you kidding? You're suing. You're sued. You're so sued right now. Taking you for everything you're worth. You're done. You're done. Should we draft a Q? Hold on. Tank for Grant Cohn? Yup. Is Kyle Trask the next Tim Tebow? Okay, you guys are asking, why do I like Kyle Trask when there's never been a good quarterback to come from Florida? Now, I think his numbers are the best numbers any quarterback from Florida's ever put up. And I mean, what is it about Florida that bothers you about? It seems to me that Florida just hasn't had a track record of developing quarterbacks. When who is their coach? Spurrier. When Spurrier was their coach, they were kind of like Ohio State. All those numbers were phony. But that's not what they are anymore. Dan Mullen, he developed Alex Smith. He developed Dak Prescott. He has a track record. And what Kyle Trask is doing at Florida is not gimmicky. What? Okay, here's Anthony. Oh, you're back.
I have a feeling. Somebody in the San Francisco organization there have hacked my computer.
I think so. Anthony, I got to say you're fired. Sorry. I got some bad news for you. You're fired.
Everything I'm voicing.
I'm just kidding.
But I did see you on TV. You were awesome.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I'm glad that we stuck with it. We can do this. So we're going to go through the game and give Kyle his props because we questioned his game management big time, and he came through. He showed he can do it well. So I will bring up the clips, and we'll start early in the first quarter. Does that work? All right. Here we go. This is first quarter, 8:27, 3rd and 7. All right, you with me?
Yep.
All right. So what are you seeing here?
Okay. Third and 7. Sorry, I lost my whole train of thought with that computer hack. Okay. Here's the key thing, and this is what I'm trying to do. Is maybe pause it for a sec. This is important.
Sure.
Okay. Here's what I'm doing when I'm starting off a game, when I'm coaching football. And it's similar. I wanted to do this for your dad. It's similar to boxing, right? And what happens in boxing, you basically want 3 things. Like Lowell will know more than I do, but you basically want to do 3 things. You want to keep your hands up. You want to keep your elbows in. You want to protect yourself. That to me is stopping the opposition from scoring. I don't want them to get points whatsoever, right? Then I'm going into the body. I'm doing jabs, 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 jabs. That's what I'm doing at the start of games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm running the ball here. I'm not throwing. I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm going hard at the defenders. I'm going to make them run side to side. I'm going to make them tackle. I'm going to make them work hard. I'm going to make them do all that, right? And then I'm going to watch their defense, and I'm going to look for guys who they might be quick. That's fine, but they don't necessarily have the endurance level. Not every player has endurance. So I'm looking for like the corner that starts to get a little bit tired, just like a boxer, right? So later on in the game, what am I doing? I'm going the deep post route. I'm taking the long shot. I'm getting a touchdown, knockout. So when the boxer gets a bit tired, then I'm going for the knockout.
Right, when he drops his hands.
As what Grant thinks I am. So my point here is you've got to run the ball. You've got to keep running the ball initially and just go hard into the defense.
Right. I mean, it's you're right in the game. You're down 3-0. It's 3rd and 7. If you had a better offensive line and a better quarterback, sure. But you need to be going like as safe as possible here. And what you call is, what does he call? It's just a straight drop back. And you don't have the offensive line to pull it off. CJ Beathard isn't a quick decision maker. No one's open. I mean, this is doomed. And you have more than one guy beat your right tackle, your center. A lot bad can go wrong on passing plays. And just because it's 3rd and 7, it doesn't mean you have to take these risks, especially when it's 3-0 early in the game. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a sack. We're handing the ball back. I would imagine there was another throw situation just prior to that or on the first down.
Well, let's check it out real quick. Hold on. They got to 3rd and 7. Yeah, they passed on first down. And then that brought up 2nd and 10. They ran for 3 yards, 3rd and 7. Boom.
Yeah, but just before that, we were running the ball. We were moving the chain. So
that's right.
You see? So that's what I'm doing. I'm punching into the body of the defense. That's what I'm really doing early in a game. And I'll give you a great example. The Philly game, if you remember, I think it was. And the very first play of that game, what did we do? He got Mullins to drop back and do a deep shot into the top left corner with a cold arm. First play. And the receiver's running down, but the corner's fresh as a daisy. So what do you think? He's keeping up with the receiver.
Right.
It's a low percentage chance of success.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. And why are you taking the knockout shot early in the first round? You should be. Exactly. Yep.
Exactly.
All right. What's the next play?
Okay. The next one is second quarter.
Okay.
And it's 9:03.
All right.
I believe.
Okay. This is also 3rd down.
Okay. I do like 3rd down.
Be 3rd and 7.
They're the most important thing.
Yeah. Okay. So this is. Hold on. Let me bring it back and go slow. This is second quarter. The Niners are winning, I believe, 7-3 here.
Yes.
And it's 3rd and 12. Not good. Okay.
Yeah. But look at the field position.
Right. Right in you're in Arizona territory.
This is the key point. And the two plays before that, here's what I want to do here. So we're taking a step back again as a head coach. Okay?
Yes.
The offensive coordinator, he's doing something different. He's like, his head is in his playbook.
Yes.
That's where he's looking at.
Right.
But I'm putting myself in the head coach's position. Okay. So just temporarily, I don't want the job full time. So what I'm doing, I'm stepping back and I'm going, look at the field position, right? And look at the score. It's 7-3.
Yes.
Right. The fact that they've got 3 means I want to go into the half. We're 9 minutes from the half. I want to go into the half ideally 10-3.
Yes.
I want to get back that 3 points that we lost initially.
Yes.
Okay, that's my ideal scenario. So we're at the 45, and there were a couple of plays before that where technically we should have been not doing any throwing, because I don't want to turn over on a throw. I don't want them going the other way.
Right.
So I'm not doing any throws in this particular point of the field. Very important. Now, even on this 3rd and 7, I'm also running the ball because I want to get the yardage. And if I don't get a first down, which is a possibility, that's fine. We're still 7-3, and then I'm punting the ball
and pinning them at the 1 or inside the
12. Yes, because where we punt from here, I think from memory, we do the punt and they start at about the 14. But you see, I don't want that. So what I'm doing, a bit like a chess master, I've got the next 8 moves planned on offense, but I've also got the next 8 moves planned on defense, on what happens if we're not successful. Okay, where do I want to be? Where's my field position, and where do I want to put them? And what I want to do is pin them right into the back, inside the 10.
And again, it's 3rd and 12. What good is going to happen? You're not going to pick up that first down with that right tackle and that right guard and that center and that quarterback. It's not going to happen. So what do you really want to do? What are you really trying to accomplish here?
Yeah.
I like that.
So in my mind, I want to pin them back. That's the ideal thing we want to get them to do, because I want to make it as easy as possible for my defense.
Yes.
I want Kyler Murray to have to produce an extra 3 plays.
Yeah, an extra first down.
To get to that position. But that's 3 plays where my defense can make a play and stop him. And if he stops him down there, then we're back on. So
absolutely, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so if that all makes sense, hopefully it does.
Kevin Wang, I don't know where the socks are. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't find them in the DMs. We're talking about serious stuff right now, Kevin. All right. So what's the next play, Anthony?
Next play, we're going second quarter, 4:31.
All right. Here we go. Up, sack. And this is 2nd down. All right. This is 2nd and 9. Let's back up. 2nd and 9, 4:31, 2nd quarter. Niners still up 7-3. Backed up. 10 yards.
Still up 7.
Yep.
Yeah. Still up 7-3.
Yes.
Now, again, this is the key point. We're flicking it a little bit now because there's only 4 minutes left.
Yes.
And we're totally backed up. The sort of situation that I want to get them into. You see, I want to control the game. Yes. Currently, in this moment, their coaching is controlling the game.
Yes.
Make sense? In this scenario.
Yes.
So ideally, what I want to do, I want to get it back on my terms. So what I want to do in this position, I want to do 3 run plays. I'm not doing any drop back or any of that, right?
Nope.
Because I want to get out of that danger zone.
Yes.
We can open up on the throws later, but
I mean, God forbid he fumbles when he gets sacked here. Yeah, I mean, this is very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah. Very, very high risk, low reward.
Yes, okay? Thank you. That's the key point. High risk, low reward. What are you trying to get here?
Yes.
5 yards? I mean, the throw was to 28. I think, let me look real quick. I'm trying to see what the design of the play. It can't go here. No one's open. I think it's just a quick little check down supposed to be to Tevin Coleman. No, just hand it to Tevin Coleman. Don't throw it to Tevin Coleman. Hand it to him. I'm with you.
Yes. Okay. So that's what I'm doing in this scenario, because there's about 4.5 minutes left. And the key thing for me, I don't want to hand the ball back to them. I want to control the game. So ideally, I want to do 3 run plays. Look at our run performance to that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's just been 8 yards a carry.
Look at Wilson to that point.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely doing that in this moment with this time clock situation and in this field position.
The other thing, real quick, Anthony, if you're not, first of all, he needs to be under center. If you're not going to hand the ball off, he needs to get out of the pocket. It needs to be a bootleg. It should be a handoff, but just having him hang back here, I don't understand why you would have confidence in that.
Exactly. And you saw. I mean, I mentioned Wilson, but you saw that run play in the game where the quarterback went with it.
Yep.
So I don't care who goes with it.
Yep.
I want around the outside, and I want to go down.
Okay. All right. Good call. Where are we going to next?
We are. You love this. We're gonna go quarter 2, 30 seconds left.
Oh, sure. Okay. First play.
We're going to talk about a brain fade.
Okay. Talk to me.
Okay. So now Grant already spoke about this with Jack Hammer. Okay. So
7-6.
Yes. Yeah. Here's the thing again. I'm sitting back, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting back, and this is what I'm doing in this scenario. There's only 30 seconds left in the game.
Yep.
Okay.
You're getting the ball to start the second half.
Yes. So obviously my first thing, I'm not giving it back to them. No. That's number one, which means I'm not throwing it in this scenario. Not with 30 seconds left. We've got a lead. I'm happy to take that lead into the half. Not really. If I was helping Kyle, we'd have a much bigger lead at this point. But here's the thing: 30 seconds left. We're calling run plays. So I'm saying to Kyle, we're calling run plays. However, we've only got 30 seconds, so we're not going to likely achieve much. In that space of time. So what I'm saying is, go into the playbook, and I want specific run plays. Do you remember the first play, the very first play of the Jets game? Was it the Jets game?
Yeah, was it the toss to the right where Mostert gained like 80 yards, went for a touchdown?
80 yards.
Yeah.
Touchdown, took it to the house.
Yeah.
Look through your playbook. I'm looking for those type of plays. Runs on the outside that can give us big yardage. I'm going for home run type situation.
Sure.
Okay.
Like it.
And
especially with Kittle back in the game. Yeah, why not? He's your key blocker on the edge.
He's blocking.
Yeah.
So that would have been my plan with only 30 seconds left, you see, it's because of the time.
Yes.
So I'm running around the outside. I'm hoping for an opening. If the running back can get deep downfield, he might not get it all the way. He'll get tackled somewhere. Yeah. But he might get me to the 50. Yeah. He might get me to the 45 within the 30 seconds. Then I'm going to stop the clock. I'm going to use some timeouts. I'm going to control the last 30 seconds.
And if you remember, this is exactly what Kyle Shanahan did in the Super Bowl. They got the ball right before halftime. They ran it. And a lot of people said, well, what are you doing? Like, show some confidence in your offense. Go for the 2-minute drill. Well, he didn't want Patrick Mahomes to get the ball back. Same principle applies here to Kyler Murray. You don't want to give him the ball back. You can't compete with that offensive firepower. Be conservative, like you were in the Super Bowl.
Okay. Can I comment on that play in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That was perfectly executed by Kyle Shanahan. That was perfectly executed. And I'll explain why in a sec, because we'll go further on this. So if we're running a few plays, if we get a first down immediately, what I'm doing, I'm stopping the clock. Mm-hmm. Okay? I'm taking a timeout because I know I've got another 3 plays. And it's only 30 seconds. I can run down the 30 seconds with another 3 plays. If I really want to run, if we're getting nowhere, I want to run down the clock. That's easy. So that's what I'm doing. First play, second play. If I get far enough down the field with only, say we're midfield and there's only 6 seconds left, that's when I'm taking the deep shot.
Mm-hmm. Yes. When there's no risk of giving the ball back. Yeah, it's like,
no risk.
At that point, yeah.
No risk. If we catch it in the end zone, we get 7 points. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And there's no risk, zero risk.
Yep.
Huge
That's what you want.
upside.
Yeah.
Huge upside, zero downside. Now Shanahan in that Super Bowl did it perfectly because he ran down the clock.
Mhm.
That's actually what he was supposed to do.
Mhm.
And then
Don't give the ball back to Mahomes. Yes.
Yes, and then he took a deep shot late to Kittle, where Kittle put the hand and got called.
Yes.
But that technically, that was gold. That is exactly the way you want to play, which is what we should have done here.
Absolutely. Yes. All right, let's keep moving. What's the next one?
Okay, then we're going to the third quarter, 11-10.
Okay.
If we're doing too many, we can skip.
No, it's okay. Hold on, let me find it. Third quarter, 11-10. Just a second. 11-15. Are you talking third down?
Probably.
Okay. All right. So 3rd and 3 on the 23 is what you're thinking about?
Yes, 3rd and 3. And what do we end up doing?
Passing.
Yes. What should we be doing?
Running.
It's 3 yards.
Yeah.
Look at the field position.
Yeah.
I want to get the 3 yards. And I've got guys that can do it. Like you said, Kittle is blocking. I'm going to run someone behind him.
Yeah, Wilson's averaging 8 yards an attempt, and you need 3.
Now have a quick look at the score. I can't see it on my screen.
It is 7-6 still. Niners winning.
7-6 still. Look at the game. Look at the time in the game. It's third quarter. I want to finish them off here.
Yeah.
This is the moment. This is it. This is the game.
Yeah.
In this moment.
Yes.
I want the 7 points. I don't want the 3 points. I want the 7 points.
And even the formation with Jeff Wilson Jr. right next to him, you can tell he's not in a position to get a handoff. He's blocking. This is a pass all the way. You can tell they're bringing a blitz. Actually, a draw would have been a nice call here. A draw.
Yeah. So even if we're looking for short passes over to the side, that I consider a run play. I know it's a pass. I know it comes out of the quarterback's hand, but that to me is a run play.
Agreed. 3rd and 3 with the lead in that spot. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. So
better than this. Look at that footwork, by the way. You got to love CJ Beathard. What is it? What is this?
Yeah. So
actually hits him in the hands. Poor Cameron. Okay. What's the next one?
So that's an obvious run play. So now we're in the third quarter. There's only 4:21 left.
All right. Make him away. Boom. Here we go. 3rd down again.
I like my 3rd downs, don't I?
Well, yeah. 3rd and 13 in Arizona territory. Niners up 14-6 here.
Yes.
Risk reward. What are the odds that you're going to pick up this 3rd and 16? What are the odds?
Now, the previous one, the 9-minute one or whatever it was, 11 minutes, that was important. But this moment is the game. This is where you ice it.
Yes.
This is where you've got an opportunity to ice this game.
Yes.
So I want to get as close as possible to the goal line. I want to be running. I want to be running. I don't want to see a pick. Not with this score line.
No. And here's why you don't call a pass here. First of all, it starts with 69. So he gets beat, which is always going to happen. And then 33 is going to leave the pocket. And if you notice here, Anthony, it's open. Look at this guy. I think it's Jordan Reed. I mean, honestly, if this is Josh Allen, this is a touchdown. But it ain't Josh Allen. It's CJ Beathard. And CJ tries this throw and is so short that he almost gets picked off. If he could put it over, it'd be a touchdown. So Kyle can always point to be like, well, this guy's open, that guy's open. No, your guys can't execute anything from your right tackle to your quarterback. It's always a disaster. Go with the less risky play. But he's open. Freaking CJ.
Yes. So a little side comment. In our first show last week, I talked about the quarterback,
Yes.
and I showed evidence of how Nick Mullins is no worse than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
That actually the quarterback is irrelevant.
It is.
It's the play calling.
Yes.
Now, same thing here. You're calling a play that your quarterback doesn't have the skill to execute.
Correct.
So that's the reason I'm calling run plays. So it's not run plays is not my general coaching philosophy. I want a balanced offense. I want to, but you have to have the right pieces.
Yeah, you don't have the pieces to run the offense you want to run. You have the defense, you have the run game. Be smart about it. I know you don't want to be stodgy and have like an old school 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense, but win. Do what you got to do with the players you have. CJ Beathard can't make this throw. Who does he think he is right here? He thought he was Matthew Stafford right here until the ball went freaking there. Oh, man, what a dead duck. My goodness. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, CJ. Okay.
Yeah, so in this game, my whole game plan in this game is predominantly running. So what we did, it was fantastic. Kyle obviously watched the show last week.
No question.
We talked about the game, and it was fantastic because against Washington we did 30 odd run plays, 45 throws against Washington.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Against Arizona, he followed our advice. We flipped it around, and it was 30 run, 25 throws. That's a better balance.
And so what we're doing is basically saying, Kyle, you're on the right track. Just keep going. You're on the right. You're getting the concept of risk assessment. You did a much better job in this past game, but we're showing you further examples of ways of plays where you didn't need to take the risk you took.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. Yeah. That's what we're saying. So we got more. You got another one you want to show?
Yes. Okay. This is fourth quarter, and it's 8:57.
Okay. All right. 8:57. Is this the touchdown? Is it the handoff to Wilson for 34? The touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Okay.
It's not a third down this time.
Okay. This is 1st and goal from the 1, right after a 34-yard run by Jeff Wilson Jr. It's going to be a quick play action, a toss out to Juszczyk in the right flat.
Okay, I can't quite see it, but
can't see it?
No, you haven't got it up on screen.
Oh, whoops! Hold on.
Like you've got us still.
Bing. There you go. Sorry about that.
There you go. Beautiful.
All right, here we go. Okay. What stands out about this play to you, Anthony?
Actually, sorry. I think it might have been the play before that, but it was the touchdown play. Oh, sorry. Yeah. This was the touchdown play, but it was the play before that, which was Wilson, which was the Wilson run.
I can get you that. Okay. All right. This is 14-12. It's still a game. Still very much a game. 9 minutes left in it. Yeah. 9 minutes left, 1st and 10.
Now that's key. Very much a game. It's game on right now. This was actually a very close game.
Yes.
Okay. So look at the play call.
Yeah.
And what do you think, Grant?
Let's check it again from the end zone. Well, hold on. First of all, let me tell you what I see. I see CJ Beathard under center. I see Kyle Juszczyk at fullback. I see the Niners in their bread and butter formation. They're being true to their identity. They're calling their best play. I think it's just fantastic. And what is the play? It's an old school power play. They kick out. They block down, kick out. It's like Jim Harbaugh called the play. It's like Frank Gore coming through the hole. And what a hole it is. Great execution, great call.
That's it. And look what happens. Let's
break that tackle. That guy's on the ground. That guy's on the ground. Again, let's give. I mean, that's a big hole, but again, this guy's gonna miss, and then that guy's gonna miss. It's great. What a runner. Great player. Let him do it.
and take it to the end for a sec there, because to me, this is the touchdown.
Yeah.
This is, and what does it tell you? It tells us that if we run the ball, we win the game.
Good things happen. Big plays happen. Yes.
Yes. So the more we can run it against Seattle this week, but I want him to do a percentage of about 75%.
Wow.
Yes, I'm serious.
Wow. You hear that, Kyle? 75.
Yes. Yeah, between 70 and 80% is where I want him in the run game, and between 20 and 30% throwing.
But again, that's something you feel out during the game. If you see that your defense is controlling the game, you can be more conservative with your offense. If Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf are unstoppable, then you got to do what you got to do. But this is something you feel out over the course of the game. Can I win with my defense today? Well, then let's not lose with my offense. How about that? That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Now
I don't have to lose it with my offense. I don't have to.
So clearly he watched our show last week. He's adjusted. He's done more run credit.
Give him credit.
And I'm sure he's watched our show, because I got a package this morning. I got a package this morning in the mail. Do you want to see what I got?
Yeah, tell me. Show me.
Well, it came with a card and everything from Kyle Shanahan.
Oh,
from
wow.
Kyle Shanahan.
That is so generous.
And he sent me the game ball.
Oh, my goodness. Congratulations.
Hang on,
what a debut.
He's actually sent me the game ball. How cool is that?
You gotta send him a thank you, man.
I would, but I don't think I deserve it. I'm going to repackage it and send it for Jeff Wilson Jr. That was amazing. What he did was amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I hope he can do. I can't wait to watch him again this weekend. What a player.
Yes. Now one other thing. I heard that you made a bet.
I did with my dad. I think the Niners are going to lose. What do you think?
Somebody sent me a message and told me that.
I don't think Kyle Shanahan can do it 2 weeks in a row. I think he's going to go back to being reckless Kyle next weekend, and the Niners are going to commit 3 turnovers on offense and lose.
But Grant, you forgot we were going to do this show.
That's true. I'm not giving Kyle enough credit. I'm just not giving him enough credit, because he's watching and he's taking notes and he's improving. He's addressing his major weaknesses, and if he wins, we'll take credit.
And I think we added. I think today we've added it to another level.
Yeah, so, Kyle, keep going. Keep going. Find new ways to minimize risk on offense, because you're not going to win with your offense on Sunday. You're going to win with your defense and maybe your special teams, but not your offense.
Yeah. So he needs to think about it like what I was saying about the boxing match.
I like
that's the way. That's the way.
Throw the jabs. Throw the jabs. Keep those hands up. Don't go for the haymaker in the first round, and don't get knocked out. Don't expose that chin.
Now, are we out of time?
We're almost out of time. If you want to say one more thing, we can do it. But I'm running up against it here.
Yep. Okay. I'll leave it for next week. It's a massive one. It's a big one.
Okay. That's a teaser. That's a teaser for next week. That's a teaser for next week. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. And awesome. Kyle, appreciate you for watching too. See you next week.
Sorry about the interruption.
That's all good. All right.